I think we sound fine. I think so. Mm-hmm.
What's 14 minutes, huh? What's 15 minutes, huh?
I mean, we here now.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Hey, y'all.
what's up? How y'all doing? God bless, salutations. Peace and love, all that good stuff. Welcome to the first edition of Smokes and Strokes with Duce Jones and Shan Nash. You got the,
I know.
you gotta hit it.
I did. Hit it again. Yay.
Hi, I'm Duce Jones, and on the mic in front of me, I have the gorgeous, impeccable, delectable, voluptuous Shan Nash. Hi, girl.
Hi.
You doing, customized guys?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I am grand.
That's
I am
good.
elated.
It's always great news.
Jubilant. I am ecstatic. I am whelmed.
It sounds like it should be the beginning of like a Maya Angelou poem. I am.
I am. And still, I rise. Yeah, guys, welcome to the show. This is what this show is gonna be consisting of. A lot of co-ed talk between me and my missus.
Mm-hmm.
Usually Brixie Jones. You got a really
Mm-hmm.
long name now.
I know.
You got a really long name. You got like 6 names, right?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. I only have 4.
I know.
I feel bad for our children. Are we giving them all the names, or are we just gonna settle with
We gotta. We got some figuring out to do.
their initials is gonna look like a whole like military like
Rank.
a full military rank. That's gonna be crazy. Just for their name.
MBJ. And that's like the last three.
Yeah. Yeah. Dope. Dope. I'm so happy we made it past the 90s where BJ only meant like one thing.
Meant blow job.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
so happy we're beyond those times. Kids don't even think like that anymore. Like that's beneath them.
I know.
That's a weak joke.
They still giggle about it, but it's not first thing to their mind. They always have to think about it. That, and I'm definitely glad we're past the point of those standardized tests where you have to fill your name into the little squares. I always ran out of space.
Yeah, I can see that being a problem for you. With my 3 little names as an adolescent, no. I mean, my names weren't little now that I think about it. Marie's got like 8 letters?
Don't get me to lie to you, baby.
Ron has 9. Oh, I lied. That has 7.
Mm-hmm.
I think Maurice might have 7 too. That's 6? No, that's a lie. 7. Yep, I was right.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't right with my first guess. I definitely said 8.
It's okay.
Yeah. Wow.
I was 7, 6, 7.
Close.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. I try to tell you, but you don't believe me. Anyway, we're not gonna do a lot of that on this show. That's a lie. I'm gonna do plenty of that on this show.
Wow,
Plenty.
wow.
At least 2. So, yeah, on this show, we are gonna talk about everything. Things that we talk about in our own home, things that we come across at work,
Mm-hmm.
whatever may be popping up on your timeline. We plan on talking about everything. We plan on having people come through here and there to give us their intake on a lot of things as well.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds got pushed back a little bit.
You still sound good.
Metallic Dallas isn't doing it for me.
I know. That's why I said if you're just looking straight ahead, it's all right. But once you
Look down. Oh, look at that.
look down into it,
I'll willingly click things like this. Anyway. I don't. Everybody's pleasure meter is different, I guess.
mm-hmm.
Is there anything particular off the dome that you want to? First off, baby, let me treat you like I treat the. Hey, Shamek,
Hey,
how you doing?
I think you did this, but I'm good.
Okay, how are things? How are things on your end, babe? How has your prior week been?
It was something. It was alright.
You gotta save stuff for this part of the show every week, okay?
Yeah.
You gotta save, like, don't even talk to me about stuff that you want to say on this part of the show.
I don't think I could do that, baby.
We'll see.
You know,
Gotta jot it down or something.
sometimes once I get there, I'm like, baby, and we just go from there.
Any highlights from this week? Let's go there. Anything that just stuck out to you this week that made you go, why, or oh,
That made me go, why?
or oh.
Or oh?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, besides what we was talking about.
I mean, if you want to talk about Carl, you could talk about Carl.
Carl.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, we not breaking no OSHA or HIPAA regulations, right? Like, that's not his real name, so you know. Like, I'm just saying, it's not his real name. So,
well,
that's another time. We'll give
get
y'all a
back to
story
Lil
another time.
Carlitos another time. But I don't know. I mean, besides the guy making the cordyceps and doing what he had going on, and
Nah, in your life personally, we gonna get the cordyceps guy. We gonna get the How's pregnancy treating you, baby? We'll do a weekly check-in on pregnancy. How's pregnancy treating you this week, Shane?
it's trash. It is straight booty hole trash.
Why? Why is it trash?
Everything hurts.
Oh,
I mean, hold on. Let me backtrack. It's not terrible, but it's a lot of
Trash.
adjusting. So trash is like the best way I could consolidate all that into one feeling.
if there's any moms that happen to make their way into our chat, right? When you hear these comments, I mean, you leave comments. Let us know how y'all feel about it, because I want to know if every mom felt like this in their first 2 trimesters.
I know.
Or it's just, nah, this is trash, bro. I don't want nothing to do with it.
I told you, my mom was like, yeah, I seen your cousin, and you know, she's pregnant too, and she was like, yeah, I don't like this. It's not fun. I don't like it. It's, you know, everybody talks about, oh, you got to be grateful that you're pregnant, everything, blah, blah, blah. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful process. And there are so many joyous things that come with it. But the booty hole bullshit parts that come with it, ridiculous. Nobody talks about that. Nobody says that you're going to be throwing up every day for the first 3 months of your life and feel like that you're dying. Nobody says that. Nobody says that your body is just going to ache for no reason. Nobody talks about that.
Okay, let me ask. Is it nobody talks about it, or did we just overlook it when people were talking about it because we were like child free and living our lives?
So everybody's pregnancy is different. So I guess it just depends on how honest they are with you. And I know a lot of people who getting told, oh, you should be grateful that you're pregnant because not everybody can get pregnant and blah, they start to feel bad. Because I know when I heard that, I was like, damn, that is true. But then I talked to my mom and she was like, but how do you really feel?
I will trade this with you.
And
You want to
I
trade?
just let it fly. Like,
Do you want to take this? Take it. Like, you want to take the position? We can swap right now.
but you know, not for nothing. When I was younger, and what was it? I think I asked my dad or I asked somebody like where babies come from, and they gave me like the little vanilla, like I can't remember what it was, but the whole
the stork.
the stork. I'm gonna use the stork. I feel like that's not what he
The
said.
stork.
But the stork drops off the baby. And I was like, oh, okay. And then later on, I asked my mom, and she was like, it's horrible. It's just a lot of pain. It's a lot of heaviness. And it's going to be the worst feeling of your life, but you get a little happy baby, and that's the great part.
Thank God for moms and grandmoms and all the moms that can be blunt as hell with you once you become an adult. Like,
Yeah.
nah, bro.
Nah, I mean, I was like 8 when
Nah,
she
but
told me that.
I'm just saying, it makes sense now, don't it?
Yeah.
Like, damn, why are you so grumpy? Like, oh,
Oh, okay, right. Because my prior experience, I've just watched as a guy from the outside, and each time I'm just like, okay, so you don't like this being done during this time? Cool, that makes sense.
During your special time.
That makes sense. But I just don't understand why you're all so angry. And then you go through it with your own spouse and you're like, oh, life in your own mind is picking on you. Okay. No, that puts a lot of stuff in perspective as an adult.
With your spouse, you can ask questions.
Yeah.
Like really in-depth questions and get a real answer. When it comes to like
your parents?
Yeah.
Nah.
I mean, unless you, besides your siblings.
If y'all got that bond, it's different, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I imagine. But if y'all ain't got that bond, going to ask, like, hey, why are you so angry right now? You got a life in you.
You get the quickest Ike Turner turnaround ever.
Them side eyes during pregnancy, they traumatize you. All right, they burned. They're extra set into your soul now. So, but okay. Thank you for the check-in, my love.
You're welcome. How are you?
I'm great, and I'm sorry to say that now. Like,
don't be sorry.
Nah, I be feeling sorry to say that. Shout out to DJ Ron. Yo, we was talking yesterday. And D had asked me about you and how you were doing and what phase you were in. And then she started to describe a phase where she said, just comes a time where you're like, you got all the energy in the world, you want to do everything. And then maybe like a few weeks after that, next trimester possibly, sit down.
Sometimes it's the next day.
Sit down. You're not doing nothing. Later. And I was like, yeah, that must be real difficult for my fiance to have to deal with me, because I'm just, as much as people may not believe it, and I do have my moments where like life like catches up to me, but I am a well of positivity.
You're very chipper.
Yeah, and I imagine like it must be difficult to be upset when I walk through the door, because I don't like seeing people upset. So now I got to do anything in my power to make sure that even if it's a fake smile, you're going to smile within these next 15 seconds. No, like because I can imagine that maybe you sat here all day and picked or whatever. Nah, bump that. I'm home now. We ain't. All that is voided. What are you talking about?
No more grumpy.
No more grumpy, especially after coming home from working in healthcare. Nah, you don't get allowed to be grumpy around me. What? All those people in there, they didn't have a choice of whether or not they was going to be grumpy or not. Okay, it could have been the meds, it could have been one of the other staff, it could have been somebody at their house before they left, any of those things. And I just got to accept that, where it's like, you know what, I know what field I'm in.
It's the same thing at the hospital.
I know what field I'm in, and I know what type of people I'm working with. So I'm not going to be mad at them. I'm mad at staff.
I looked at this assignment. I knew who you was with before me, so
I'm mad at staff. Why y'all treating them like y'all don't understand? Like, bruh, they're here for a reason. Hello. So I try to make sure that same energy. I forgot the young lady that was talking to Dick Gregory when she said it, but I don't need to fake when I'm home. That's what she asked for in that interview with Dick Gregory, if I remember correctly. She was like, you fake it for the men when you're at work. You'll put on a smile when they come ask you how you're doing and things of that nature. So why can't you do it when you get home? And I just feel like we live in a different age and a different time where we shouldn't have to fake be happy when we come home. Like, I don't understand why folks, what's the word I'm looking for? Not sacrifice themselves.
Like fake the funk.
But why do you participate in that?
A lot of people, I feel like they just have a hard time really talking to their spouse about how they feel.
Or themselves.
That too. I feel like when it's themselves, they have a hard time accepting it. And then when it comes to communication, it's difficult, because how do you tell your spouse, I'm really not happy and it has nothing to do with you, and for them to not say, oh, it has to have something to do with me?
Yeah, I get that. And I think at that point, if it is that dynamic between the two, hey, maybe we should consider therapy. Maybe we should consider going to speak to somebody, a third party.
Not
Who-
your friend.
It doesn't even have to be. I was about to say, who says it has to be like full on therapy? I don't always suggest this, but if y'all are comfortable in that atmosphere, maybe go to your pastor. Maybe go to another third party that doesn't know you completely like that, and have a medium of some sorts. But things gotta be spoken on. And I feel like that is the difference between like a lot of flourishing relationships in any matter, like friendships, whatever,
Definitely.
and then not flourishing ones, the one that diminish because there's not enough open communication going on. When people do get asked questions, folks think they're being attacked, and it's like, nah, bro. I was just trying to get your insight on this matter because I can't read your mind and I don't know. So
That, and also stuff that's happening outside, don't bring it home.
yeah, man.
If you got to talk about it and you want to talk to your spouse about it, then go ahead. But do not take it out on them. They didn't do it.
Y'all remember that energy? Y'all remember that energy in the 90s and like the early 2000s when your parents came home mad about something from work and y'all just
Mad
caught
at
it?
you?
Y'all just caught it. You had the greatest day at school. Your day was great. Didn't nobody get on your nerves. It was pizza day. There was extra cookies. You ain't had to drink that nasty milk. You had enough money for juice.
They ran out of pizza. You still got chicken nuggets.
Come on now. The day went immaculate. And then you got home and she came home and she found the smallest thing, or he, and they found the smallest thing.
You didn't throw out the chicken.
What?
You didn't take that fork out the sink before I got here.
Damn. I could have swore I asked somebody to take out the trash before I got home.
Yeah, I
Y'all had
can't
3
lie.
hours.
That's why I was so grateful that like we lived with my grandparents because Graham used to hold me down. My grandpa, he used to be like, "Oh, that's her lawyer." You damn right. You damn right she is.
Once upon a time, life was really good and really sweet. And just like you, like, I feel like a lot of our parents within the 90s, if you had grandparents that were around and they could hold you down, they did that. And you essentially lived with your grandparents for a good amount of time. Like, even if it wasn't the whole week, you was at your grandparents' house for the majority of the week. That's where you spent your time. That's where you lived. When I was living with my grandparents, life was so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So sweet. Had the basement to myself. Man, look, bruh. I got shades and curtains and trees in the backyard, bruh. Like, this is my area, okay? And when she came over, when my mom came home or whatever, all right, we gonna share this space for now. All right? But let Graham and Grandpa tell it, this is mine. What are you talking about? I play down here, okay? You want to go watch TV? Go upstairs with the grown folk. All right? Down here is Nickelodeon, HBO during
not
the
watching
afternoon.
the news down
We're
here.
not, no.
My mom didn't watch the news.
Nah, but Sundays I lost. That was football day. And I don't know if y'all are aware, but back in the 90s, early 2000s, everybody used to get up on Sunday. Like, everybody came over somebody's house on Sunday. And Thursdays. Thursdays was like the extra day during the week where you knew, Monday and Thursday.
Monday, Thursday during the week, and then the weekend it could either go Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or just Sunday.
Complete Sunday was always a thing.
Sunday dinner.
Sunday dinners and then football. It never
and
failed.
spades.
And it felt like football for some reason was like all year back then. It was like, bro, why is it never off the television, bro? Nah, it's the same set schedule, but you was just a kid, so everything just moved.
Flipping back and forth between basketball and football.
My God, good times.
Yeah, you had to flip back and forth back then. You couldn't.
They don't know.
Yeah, you
They don't
wasn't
know.
recording it. You wasn't. Oh, I could just rewind.
Being
it.
there exactly at 7 so you could see the kick. You don't know.
You had to hurry up in between the commercials. Yes, there was real commercials.
That's when commercials mattered too. They were great. Super Bowl used to go ham with the like commercials. That died out in the past 5 years. That's not the same anymore. The commercial scene is caca.
You know what commercial I hated during the Super Bowl though?
What's that?
That one with the hamsters,
The car commercial, the Kia commercial.
with the big hamsters.
Yeah, the Kia Soul.
Hated it. Hated it.
Party rock is in the house tonight. Party rock. Do 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 do. Yeah, man. I love the hamsters. It was between them and the cavemen from what insurance company is that? It's the Gecko, isn't it? Geico.
Geico.
The cavemen from Geico.
So simple, even a caveman can do it.
What is that supposed to mean? What does that mean? I felt like the caveman had to be black, man, because they got so offended every time. Wait,
No matter what.
what are you saying? I'm right here. I'm in a suit.
You called me.
I got to get used to this new mic, all right? These mics are bigger than pause. This metallic phallus, man. I can't. Jesus Christ, bro. This is why you can't
Sorry,
have
y'all.
your wife in the studio with you.
Is my fault.
You can't have your wife in the studio with you because she's going to point out obscene things,
Yeah.
especially if that's y'all dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
And that's our dynamic. So stop looking at me with the metallic phallus. You got one in front of you, too.
I do.
All right. We're making good time right now. So, in news, right? I don't think I have the clip loaded up right now. I'll make sure the clip is included somehow, some way. But there is matter of fact. Can you send me the video?
Of the
Yeah, send it to my text. You know what I'm talking about. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure if y'all are aware or if y'all have ever seen the series.
I'm sorry. Do you want part 1 and 2 or just
No, part one's fine.
Okay.
Part 1 is fine. I don't know if y'all have ever seen the series, not Walking Dead. What's The Last of Us, or
If you
played the
haven't, go
video
watch
game.
it.
If you haven't, please go watch it. It's a great
and
watch.
play the game. It's fine.
But within the premise of the show is that there is a living fungus, cordyceps to be precise, that has taken over the world. It was spreaded through yeast and flour, and
Cordyceps are a real fungus, y'all.
wait, we gotta get
sorry.
there. We gotta get there.
I apologize.
In the show, there's no solution to beating these things. The world is wiped out. Okay, just want to preface everything for y'all. Okay, the world's wiped out. There's a few hundred some odd people in each state left trying to fight, their way. Now, take all that into account, ladies and gentlemen. A gentleman, I'm not going to even try to get this man's name. I don't want it. But somebody took it upon themselves as of late to create said fungus.
From their own blood and skin.
Yes. Technology is being weird because we're talking about certain things now, and it was like, oh no, you're not showing that right here, right? Yes, I am. I'm gonna show it. You're gonna let me first quit you. All right, you're gonna let me open up my messages, and I'm gonna show that.
I sent it to both your DM and
Oh, you sent it to both?
I did, because I didn't know what was gonna work.
Okay.
Well, what was gonna be easier.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Nigga, I gotta. You can hear it? Okay. Just to give y'all a little context of what's going on here, okay? What is... And the smile on this man's face.
He's excited.
Look at this monstrosity that this man put together. I'm gonna play it in its entirety because I need y'all to understand where I'm about to go with this. Okay, the things that this man is doing is not called for. Look at this nonsense. Look at this nonsense. Why? And there's the only solution. There's the only solution. It's time to pack up and go. All right, like I'm done. We have to listen to the rest. My wife had sent me this yesterday. I didn't see it this morning.
Yeah, we watched it this morning.
I didn't see it till this morning. I don't get it. I just don't. I'm not understanding what's going on. This gentleman took it upon himself to create said virus, and I think he's dead. I think he gone. I don't think he exists anymore.
You think the government came and picked him up?
I mean, if they taking things as seriously as they have been, they made the Yeti guy disappear in like the matter of 2 days after he wasn't even up there with the Yeti. He took the picture of the Yeti.
They said that was more than enough.
Miles away. He said, "Hey y'all see up there? Don't that look like there's like a giant or something?" Correction, it wasn't a Yeti. It was a giant. That's what he saw in the mountains. Because he was so far and he was still able to see the thing walking up the hill, right?
Or the Sasquatch or something?
No. This was a giant. The Sasquatch is a whole different footage. This was in the mountains, snow-covered, cap-like, and where the man was, he was on a road. And you can see the mountain in the distance, and you're like, why can I see whatever it is that's walking up the mountain so clear? Him disappeared. Him vanished, okay?
They dropped him in Lake Lanier.
Well, Lanier is a whole nother discussion. Why would I believe that after seeing this and posting it on TikTok with how many? 122.5K likes.
And that's just from the guy who
the reaction video.
Yes.
Yeah. That gentleman, that young man, wherever he may be.
I could probably tell you how many likes he got.
Because I don't. The likes don't matter. If he did that for a boost on his TikTok, which I don't think he need, because he over here doing science experiments. I think somebody somewhere showed that to somebody somewhere, and they came and got him. That's just my own thought pattern. Okay. With the way our government has been moving recently, I just feel like ain't nobody gonna let you create a disease that can't be destroyed and then let you eat it.
And the only way they can destroy it is if they burn it.
And you ate it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, what did we say earlier? It's already, it's you. So it's not foreign to you.
It's fungus. It's fungus. It's fungus that, and anybody can have fungus. Anybody can grow fungus, have
But
fungus,
you-
anything like that. And you grew it from your skin and blood.
And ingested it.
Yeah. In the part 2, he's like, oh, everybody's so mad at me because I'm like smelling it, and he's smelling it more, and they're like, oh, the spores, blah blah blah. Spores are airborne.
Yeah, he's done. They gotta burn him. They gotta burn him. He can't. He is a menace to society. It needs to be dealt with right now. Like, what, bro?
In
What?
the part 2, bro is like, oh, nobody's mad. You just keep making all these little happy mistakes.
What's our other favorite guy from TikTok? Shit's getting weird.
Yeah.
Pardonfinity.
Gotta send it to him.
Yeah, he has to now. Cause I don't. What? Yeah, bro. This is the world we live in. Welcome to 2023/24. What is season 2024 about to look like?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna be 2023 part 2. Like,
I don't want that.
I don't either.
I really don't want that.
This year was a shit show without saying it was a shit show.
You know how crazy it is when somebody brings up COVID and you got to remember, oh snap, bro, that was 2020.
And still
Wow.
is.
Wow.
And it's still out there.
Didn't even feel like we were trapped in the house for 2 years. we was literally trapped in our cribs for 2 years. Everybody was just like, oh, okay, we're back outside. No, we're not. No.
People got outside and felt like the mask come off immediately. They don't got to wash their hands no more.
Look, I don't care how dingy I look, okay? Whenever I may look dingy, okay? I am sanitized, all right?
I can't tell you how many people at work I have to be like, can you put on gloves? Can you wash your hands?
You work at a hospital.
Yeah. MRSA, you could get it like that.
No, real talk. Before we go any further, let's have that conversation real quick. Disrespectful hospital workers, disrespectful hospital visitors, doctors,
Just healthcare.
healthcare
professionals.
all over. I need some respect put on healthcare itself, right? Don't get it wrong. Banking industry, extremely important to our society and our economy and how we function.
Schools,
Thank y'all.
teachers.
Education, thank y'all. Firefighters, y'all on the same tier.
Customer service.
Customers, thank y'all.
Y'all
okay.
are great. Some of y'all are great.
Healthcare, especially in the hospital, I feel like gets so much flack and doesn't get the respect it deserves because y'all don't really got no place to really talk about the shit that y'all have to go through on a regular basis. Either you're contracted and can't say nothing, or I don't know, maybe y'all just feel like, not you specifically, but maybe some of y'all just feel like it wouldn't make a difference. But I'm like, yo, there's a whole Instagram, TikTok star who does nothing but dance in the freaking lab. And y'all telling me y'all can't have a voice? That's all that girl does. She dances in the lab while the labs are being done. And she has a killer following. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to hear that. And if we keeping it funky, damn, baby, don't be mad at me. If we keeping it funky, a lot of y'all are doing the work, right? And y'all suck it up. A lot of y'all do. But then y'all go out and get things done to y'all bods and then go right back to that place. Like, you not better than that place now. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense?
I get what you're saying. I feel like that's where you can tell the difference between somebody who actually loves what they do and somebody who, I'm only here for the check.
And I respect that, especially if you come in, no complaints, got all that done, and are literally just doing what you love to do. I can respect that. But if you're complaining,
the whole 12 hours, 16 hours, however many hours.
Right? And then it's not even like complaints on the clients. I don't want to call them clients. Y'all visitors' behalves. It's like complaints about other staff. It's complaints about the building. It's complaints about the organization. And then your clients or visitors don't even comprehend that. They're there because whatever it is that they're going through. So they're talking smack and all this other crap, but it's like, fam, y'all don't know how it's functioning in here.
And I can't tell you how many patients like will be like, oh, everything here is horrible, it's terrible. And we're like, okay, well, all your orders come from your doctor. So when your doctor comes to see you, you need to tell them. Mm-hmm. And they see the doctor, oh, everything's great, you've been amazing.
I mean, there's perks to being a Yale visitor though, right? Like, if you got the bread. If you got the bread, if you're one of those people, there's perks. So you're not going to say, oh, it's horrible here, because you probably got a hookup with somebody here. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's particular people, not everybody, but particular folks that come in and out of there. It's like, bruh, well, I know Dr. So-and-so. Eh? All right, bruh.
That one kills me.
Okay.
I know Dr. Christopher, blah, 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 blah. Okay, me too. So what?
I don't like the way y'all get treated. And what brought this up originally is I saw a article on a young lady who took herself, and they found a letter that she had left, and it was to healthcare.
Mm.
Not to the organization that she worked for. It was to healthcare itself.
Oh, she took her life.
Yes.
Oh, that's terrible.
And she expressed how she came in so passionate and how it took advantage of her.
It does.
And I'm like, why don't enough people don't talk about this part. Enough people don't even know that this part exists.
Yeah.
And that's why I get all passionate when I'm talking about you and your position, because I'm like, fam, they're not getting what they deserve at the end of the day. For anybody at the hospital to make anything that's livable, you have to be a nurse. You have to be a doctor. You have to work 30 plus or 60 plus hours. You have to do the incentives. There's all these halves instead of it just being that way, because it's essential to life. And that part bugs me out. Like,
even some of the nurses, they don't even make enough to be making.
Yeah. You coming in? Oh, okay. All right, baby. You break that down a little bit more.
You said break it down? Yeah. No, I mean, I don't even know. Sorry, he kind of threw me off a little bit. I wasn't ready for him just to get up and walk out. But even some of the nurses, they don't even make as much, or they get lowballed or anything like that when it comes to pay. And I mean, just for a lack of better words, it's shitty. People don't even take into consideration how many medical staff, nurses, doctors, radiation techs, regular techs, nurses' aides, how many of them were crying on camera or just pleading. Oh, aren't you sweet?
All right.
I was saying, people don't really take into consideration about how many people were on camera in tears during COVID alone, talking about we're understaffed, people are dying, we're getting sick, we can't see our families, we can't do this, we can't do that. And not to say nobody cares, but there's no real light shined upon it, and it's really sad.
It is.
Burnout is real, and a lot of people don't think about the fact that so many people in healthcare are quitting.
Mm-hmm.
Quitting.
I mean, not to full circle, but if you can position yourself well enough to get certain things in place, I don't see why you wouldn't. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see why you wouldn't. If you like the same woman I was just using as an example, right? If you go in there, you do your job, you pay for certain altercations, there's other avenues you can take now. Not to say that's the avenue that you want to take, but I don't have to stay here.
Social media is the thing. Content creation, small businesses are taking off.
People will listen to you talk about damn near anything.
Mm-hmm.
Especially today. Especially if you fart. No, I'm playing. but it's true. Especially if you look a particular way. Especially if you're presenting a particular thing. Folks are going to show up. And we also witnessed somebody else do a testimony this morning or tell their tale of their prior occupation and working space. And yeah, her experience was crazy. She was getting called the N-bomb all over the place.
A lot of racism.
And didn't sue nobody, but she went to TikTok and things got done.
TikTok took care of it, but
it sucks that we have to rely on that instead of the actual legal justice parameters or anything of the sort. Department of Welfare, Department of Labor, you know, there's so many actual ways to address that, but I'm going to go to TikTok and get people to do stuff to get these people fired rather than get me any type of actual, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I feel like some of that is, well, I think some of that is especially for the black and brown community, especially, How many times have you gotten told, oh, you can't fight this, you can't fight that, you're going to be the little guy. It'll be you versus blah, 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 blah.
We got to stop accepting that.
Yeah.
We got to stop accepting that immediately.
Mm-hmm. The same way you would go to bat for your kids, your niece, your nephew, your spouse, your mama, you need to go to bat for you like that.
Come on now. She preaching over there. You lucky I can't find my sound effects. You lucky. Matter of fact, wait. Oh, no, you can. I'm sorry. I didn't think it was going to be that loud.
It was really loud on my end, y'all.
All right. Yeah, just certain things I wanted to bring in. I thought that was a good segue from the cordyceps into healthcare,
Oh,
Interesting.
one more thing with healthcare. Stop leaving your parents, your kids, whoever it is, with just the healthcare staff and not coming to visit them. Stop that. Those visits mean so much to them, and the time that you spend with them, it means a lot. It just brightens up their day. And stop it.
A lot of y'all should just hear this and know that y'all don't care. Take some accountability at the end of the day. Y'all don't care. You say that you care, but you don't really care.
Do not call us at 3 a.m. talking about, I want to talk to my dad. No, Grandpa Joe back there with the dementia needs to go to bed. We just got him settled and washed and ready to go to bed. Let him be. Do not be calling his phone, his personal phone, at 3 a.m. so he could be getting up, walking around, looking for you when you know it takes 3 of us to hold him up for him to walk.
Yeah, what she said. All right. Let's see what else we got going on. We about to wrap it up because we got things to do today. We got doctor's appointments and whatnot. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of anything off the dome that was interesting or that we needed to touch on before we go. It's gonna be a lot of that on this show. Just deal with it. Deal with it. Let me see. What do we got here? Tyrese's ex, Mr. Put him in a coffin, passes away. R.I.P. to that young man, if that is really so. Mm-hmm. I really hope that is not the case.
I know, it's terrible that they actually put him in a coffin, if that's really what's going on.
You're horrible. I really hope that's not the
That's what he was saying, and that's what happened.
I don't really have anything else big right now. Floyd Mayweather sent a private jet with food and water and more to Israel, so shout out to him. Mm-hmm. I don't have no side on what's going on, but war is war, and I hate it, and I don't want to see nobody hurt. I don't want to see children hurt. It's sick. Oh, you know what? But that's what we can leave with. Can you send me one more clip if you have it? Nah, matter of fact, it's okay. We don't need that clip. I might have the other clip in here. Cause I don't know if y'all are aware, but apparently Joe Biden and his office have drafted they drafted something to send over $100 billion during this war.
Oh yeah, they got the monies together.
Yeah. So me being on socials and just watching a bunch of stuff, I came across a video that I don't have at the moment, but the gentleman was basically telling what we as a community, as America, could purchase with $100 billion. Right? Mm-hmm. He mentioned free healthcare. He mentioned child care, things of that nature.
He mentioned food
housing.
And not just for homeless, for everyone.
Now, mind you, He did that with the whole 100 billion, and then there was still like maybe 20 billion left at the end, and I'm not sure where he designated that to, but inflation and all this other stuff is going stupid right now, right? And our president just sent 100 billion, or is planning to send 100 billion overseas. And again, I ain't got no side on either one of this coin, or either side of this coin, but
the quarrel is we're struggling.
And y'all sending away money?
Like, people here are struggling. People here are working and getting $30 to $40 an hour and still go to Walmart and be like, damn, I might steal this bag of grapes.
Bruh. People are struggling, and you got people out here debating whether or not Cheesecake Factory is a cheap date. The struggle is going on, bro. You can't go to the grocery store and spend under $70.
No.
For like 5 things.
Mm-hmm.
What are we really talking about right now?
Don't have allergies. Don't be vegan. I'm not saying don't be, but you know what I'm saying. If you go on grocery shopping,
all these things have to be taken into account.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was different when we were kids, but this is like, wow. And you want to know something I heard that's crazy, but it makes a lot of sense? I heard someone say, if you've been here long enough, you would realize that this is a presidential year, and all this looks familiar. Mm-hmm. And when that was said, I said, doesn't it? Wow, when you really look back on our childhood, right? And our teenage years, early adulthood, it's like, yeah, each time that the world looks like it's about to shut down, an election is happening. Mm-hmm. And then after the election, slowly but surely, we build back up. Some nonsense happens. Some type of big nonsense happens. And then happens all over again. Every 4 to 8 years.
Somebody has to be Captain Save-A-Ho.
That's what it seems like. But like, man, bro, we supposed to be this big entity in the world. And the older we get, the less I feel like that.
I mean, we barely get along with each other.
That part.
And it's so unnecessary.
I mean, you heard Cat Williams. There's only one thing that's going to solve that. Yeah, I'm not going to give it to us. Mm-mm. But reparations, man. I'm just saying. At that point, Cat was absolutely right. If y'all was to pay reparations, y'all think we would care about the N-word anymore? We would, but not as much. Not as much. What? Sir, bankroll. Say it. I don't enjoy it. Like, I got to do it for the past 30 years with no coral in my life, so thanks for paying me. But that's the only way. That's the only way that any of this gets solved, I feel like, at the end of the day. Between a couple of different sects of people. Because it's not just us that have been downtrodden, you know, and treated like crap. Like,
made stereotypes about giving titles that aren't even real titles. It's a lot of things out there, y'all.
But I'm going to leave y'all with this. Something uplifting. Just a little. Okay. Because we had a great show today. And I'm sorry that we ended on that note. But
didn't mean to. That's
you know, just had to think of real things. There's a lot of BS going on right now. And a lot of it has to do with us and our funds. Like
funds, food, housing.
The essentials.
Mm-hmm.
Your health.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can all educate each other. Like, but when it comes down to those other things, like, what are we supposed to do? You can't house everybody.
No.
You can't feed everybody. Share the knowledge. I want to leave y'all with this real quick. Oh, snap. Pardon me. I'm doing better with trying to fill in spaces, okay? I'm trying to do better with the filling in the spaces when it gets quiet, when I'm trying to look for something.
You doing? We're going to bring out the old Jeopardy music soon.
Do, do, do.
Do, do, do.
We good?
I think so.
Okay.
Oh, is something playing? No.
No? Still?
No.
All right, let me try one more time, y'all. I'm sorry. We trying to get it together.
Sorry, that's my fault. I thought he meant, are we good? Like me and him talking. I didn't think he was playing something.
Get it together. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Just saying. Just saying. I call it manifestation.
It might play twice because I heard us talking in my headphones and then
Oh,
playing.
nah, that's because the other window's open. I got a live window open or something.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well, then I think we're good.
yeah, I'm just
Okay.
saying, man, like, at the end of the day, I call it manifestation and faith. I think we all call it something different, but there's obviously something working.
Something protecting.
Something's going on, man.
Keeping the lights on, keeping you fed, keeping you safe.
All I want y'all to do is take advantage and be great.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I do on the other show. Hey, Shan, you got anything you want to leave the people with? Shan Mack?
Like what?
I don't know. Some aspirational words, a quote, anything. Love, you want to just say love y'all, bye. That's something, whatever you got to say to the people before we go.
I don't know. Make sure y'all drink water.
Okay. Oh, that's definitely your thing.
Yeah.
All right. You gonna tell them you see him next week, baby?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to see y'all next week.
Where can they follow you, boo?
What? Oh.
I can't stand you. This is gonna be an experience.
I'm new, y'all. Y'all got to work
Where can
with
they
me.
follow you, love?
Y'all can follow me
On IG
on IG.
at
I am Customized Goddess. You can follow me there.
and
Or you can follow me on the Bougie Artist. We working on that though, so you know you gotta work with me. We're under construction. And you can follow me here on Smoke and Strokes. We gonna be here.
pod with 2 D's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, we gonna see y'all next week. Next Tuesday, we should be back, and we gonna keep this thing rolling. Next Monday, me and the guys should be here during the afternoon to spin some music and talk some guy stuff. And yeah, movies, music reviews, TV show reviews is coming up on this show. We're gonna do some restaurant reviews too, because there's a lot of good eats in Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, really enthused, really whelmed, really glad to be doing this, and we will see y'all next week. It's your boy Deuce Jones, the mini cane that still remains, the universe. We want the universe to continue universing. Okay, let the universe be great. Fix your crown. Be better than your experiences, and smoke pot, eat twat, smile a lot. It's gonna be a TV show. Fix your crown. Bye, y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Love.
Bye.